Hello. Hey y'all, it's Michael, and today I am going to be vlogging because I am going to go to the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them midnight showing thingy. Well, it won't be midnight because there's a showing at 7 p.m. and I have work in the morning, so we're going to go to that. I'm just out here with these two. Are you trying to pet him? She has her bib on, so she won't mess up her clothes. I've read the book, but the book is more of like an encyclopedia of just beasts. There's no plot to it or story in any ways. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's good. Okay, I'm here trying to finish up this book, and then I'm gonna eat this acai bowl. Doesn't it look so pretty? Alright, so I'm here at the movie theaters. I got my popcorn bucket, my jacket in case it gets cold, and yeah, I think I'm like 30 minutes early, so I should have enough time to like get my drinks and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch it and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's really good. In case you're wondering, it's right over there. But yeah, so I just got out of the movies. I will talk more about it when I get home. It's pretty late right now because I have work tomorrow, but I'll let you guys know what I think of the movie when I get home. Yeah. Oh, just before I go home, I did realize that there were only a few people that dressed up. I would have dressed up if I had any cosplay thing, but I don't. And the only like official Harry Potter thing I have is like my Ravenclaw scarf. But it's not that cold to be wearing that. Hello, okay, I'm home. Okay, so let's talk about this movie. Let me get comfortable right quick, because I got a lot of stuff to say. So first off, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is basically the spin-off series for Harry Potter. I couldn't find the book. It's in this abyss of bookshelves. But anyways, so for Fantastic Beasts in Harry Potter lore, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is by Newt Scamander. I always want to say Salamander, but Newt. He writes a book. This one is him basically how the book becomes the book, essentially, because he has something to do, and he arrives in New York, and basically if you've seen the trailer, the luggage that he carries unleashes a whole bunch of beasts. And that's all you really need to know. I mean, you probably know about it, so I don't need to explain it to you. But let's talk about what I love about the movie and then the stuff that it stumbles a little bit. I watched this in IMAX 3D. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. First off, the 3D effects are so cool. Like, there were when stuff starts coming at you and you're just like, oh. Like, it's so cool. And the special effects, especially when we start seeing the creatures, oh my gosh, it is so good. Like, the creature designs are so cool. They fit in line with Harry Potter's visual aesthetics from the previous movie. Also, the aesthetics of this movie is aesthetic as fuck. Like, it looks so cool. The set design is so good. The costume is so good. The way it has this tint to the movie, like cinematography wise, it looks muted, but it almost looks sepia-ish. Like, there's a hint of sepia. And the way that the colors pop, it is everything, like aesthetically wise, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful looking movie. Beyond that, I think the movie stumbles at a couple of parts. This is directed by David Yates, and the screenplay was actually written by J.K. Rowling. So David Yates, he directed the last three, I believe, Harry Potter movies, so definitely Deathly Hallows both parts. And you can see how he learned from that, because the action scenes here are far better than, in my opinion anyways, than the Deathly Hallows. The way that they fight is really cool, and the way that things like move and how creatures behave, you can tell that it's David Yates directing it. In case you want to know, my favorite Harry Potter movie and book is Prisoner of Azkaban. That's a whole different video, but those are my favorite. Storytelling wise, I think this movie stumbles with its telling of the story. Just because first off, the beginning is really stumbly. Like, the way we are introduced to these characters, it kind of is kind of like, here they are. It's jumping back and forth between this other plot line. I'm not gonna spoil it here, but it jumbles between these plot lines, and I don't think it works as smoothly, and that's probably because it follows beat per beat really similar steps to Harry Potter. I'm not gonna tell you because then that might be spoilers, but it follows a really similar outline. Like, we have a character that's not familiar with this world, so that's how we get introduced, which does work. But then it's kind of like you have this group of people going against the US government of wizardry. There are some really nice nods to Hogwarts and Harry Potter, because if you know the like lore of it, you can see where things start to get connected, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that when they name this person, you're just like, yeah, it makes you smile because it really does bring back those nostalgic memories of Harry Potter. So I really did enjoy that, like those little nods. The way that characters here are developed, like it's obvious who's the villain, like it's so obvious, and the way that the main four characters here, like they're not a trio, they're like a quadruplet. It's kind of similar to Harry, Ron, and Hermione in a way. So you could, that's like either you could hate it or love it depending on how you're looking at it. The way that we're introduced to these characters, like I said earlier, but then the characterization of them, I don't think it's done as smoothly, and they kind of follow almost, I don't want to say, but they almost, it's like cliche characters, like almost like literary trope kinda ish. So I was just like, for me anyways, it felt a little bit more grown up. It still is pretty dark, because I mean, if you've read the Harry Potter series, you know that shit gets dark. But this, it kind of gets, it's a little bit darker, but it did feel more adults, as probably because the people are more aged and so they can do like cooler things. This movie has really like light-hearted, funny moments during certain parts. I think it works. Sometimes it's just like randomly just put in there, but sometimes it does really effectively work. Like going into it, I didn't have any feelings. I just knew that I just wanted to see more Harry Potter, because after being so disappointed by The Cursed Child, I was just like, okay, come on, just give me something that I can at least like a little bit, and this I did like, actually. So yeah, those are some of my thoughts for Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. If you watched the movie, let me know what you thought about it. If I would have to give this a rating like on a good read scale, like similar on how I rate the books, I would give it a solid 3 out of 5. I think it's a fun movie, but there are a few quirks and little things here that could have been a little bit more smoother, but I think I had a really good time, and I had a fun time watching the movie. I would recommend you watch it in IMAX 3D if you can afford it, because we all know that's don't search charges be expensive. But yeah, if you've seen the movie, let me know what you think about it. Until then, I'll see you guys till later. Bye!